Hey guys, this is Crypto Fez. Welcome back to another video. Apologies for the delay in getting these out. Life has been absolutely crazy over the past few months. But I'm back now and I have an absolute corker of a video for you. This video is all about Elrond Network. This is Binance's latest IEO and they have just concluded the lottery and are currently allocating tickets. So if you want to hear more about this project, make sure you stick around to hear more. Okay, so this video is all about Elrond Network, and a very brief overview of Elrond Network is they are offering minimum of 10,000 transactions per second with minimal latency and low fees. They do this by using what they call adaptive state sharding, and we'll go into that a little bit more later in the video. So we'll start with use cases. The use cases for the Elrond Network include open finance, gaming, Internet of Things, healthcare, prediction markets, cross-border payments, and real estate. They also make a point of interoperability with other blockchains. One of the key things about this project is their use of secure proof of stake. Now, they use this version of proof of stake for its benefits in comparison to proof of work, namely the fact that we can save in both energy costs and computational resources. Proof of stake uses the pBFT consensus algorithm. This means practical Byzantine fault tolerance. It assumes that part of the network will be acting maliciously and will continue to operate as long as it doesn't exceed a total of 1/3 of the overall nodes in the system. This is one of the key flaws to pBFT. When I spoke to the team on Telegram, Radu had this to say. We start with the assumption that in every shard there will be less than 1/3 of malicious nodes. This is why we are going to reshuffle nodes every epoch so that collusion among the nodes will not occur. Should this happen, we have a built-in mechanism for a fisherman challenge. This way we can get the security as long as only one honest node still exists in the shard and creates a proof for an invalid block and sends it to the meta chain. All malicious validators that send an invalid block will be slashed and some of the stake will go to the honest node that signaled the problem. More of this can be seen in their Medium post and you can see the link there. So I just want to say thank you to Radu for answering that question for me. Now a little bit more about adaptive state sharding. State sharding is sharding on the network layer, the transaction layer and the storage layer. Adaptive element comes in with the number of shards changing as nodes are added or subtracted from the network. This allows the network to scale horizontally with the number of shards and nodes. At the moment it's interoperable with the Ethereum blockchain, with all the coding being EVM or Ethereum Virtual Machine compliant, and this is just to simplify the transition of dApps from Ethereum to the Elrond network. Okay, so I know that I'm breezing through this quite quickly, but we'll just have a brief look at everybody in the team. And I do want to point out that there are some new members that aren't included on this graphic, but the important bit is their past experience. And on the right, you can see we've got experience at Intel, HP, IBM, NEM, Microsoft, as well as Google. So these guys are really, really experienced in the technology industry. As well as having experience in blockchain startups as well. This is where I'm going to talk about the Minku brothers. This is Lucian and Ben. These guys have started up 2 projects, one of which is the ICO market data website, and secondly we have MetaChain Capital, which is a venture capital project. And then if we take a look at the developers, we have Sebastian and his activity from GitHub. We are looking at Ilian, I think that is. I'm just going to stop saying names now because I'm not going to be able to pronounce these. But you can check all of these guys out on GitHub and you can see that they've been relatively active, especially the guy, 1 to 5. We have quite a bit of code added and a lot of commit. So they're really working hard behind the scenes to get this project up and running, and it really does show through on the testnet and the live streams they've been doing. Okay, so we will have a very quick look at the advisors. Now, I'm not going to pronounce everybody's names, but I can point out we've got Ethan and Fabio. Both of these guys are from City of Zion and Nex, which is now known as Nash Exchange. We have Raul, who is a Ethereum core developer, and we have Andre from Fitbit. Alex, I think, is the economics advisor, and he's written numerous papers on economic law. So these guys have a really wide range of entrepreneurial skills or legal expertise, and hopefully all of this will come together and really sort of help the project succeed in the industry. We'll have a look at some of their partnerships. We've got SmartBill, we have DSRL, Distributed Systems Research Lab, we have Nash Exchange, we have Netopia, we have Typing DNA as well, and I'm sure, once the IEO is concluded, we're going to be inundated with more and more partnerships as this project goes from strength to strength. So let's take a quick look at the roadmap. As you can see, the idea was started back in 2017. They released their white paper in Q2 last year and released a prototype Q3. Open source and white paper update in Q4. Testnet was launched in Q2 of 2019. We have the wallet is now live on the testnet, and obviously not included here, but we have the Binance Launchpad, which is literally just concluding, and winning tickets are being allocated. Let's take a look at the recent news. So obviously the Binance Launchpad is coming to an end. Big news is that they recently, during a live stream, added extra nodes to the testnet, and achieved 36,000 transactions per second. Now, if you do log on to the testnet, you won't see that figure because this was done on a private testnet and was aired during the live stream. So, allocation to ticket holders should be going live in the next 15 days, and I am assuming that we will see the Binance listing very, very shortly afterwards, and a massive amount of price movement. I personally think we're probably going to see somewhere in the realms of 10 to 15 times the IEO price in a very short amount of time. So if you're like me and you didn't get an allocated lottery ticket, or you're only just hearing about the project, I would sit back and wait for a little while, maybe give it a week or two, and give the price some time to settle down. I think we may well be able to pick some up around the IEO price, but we may have to wait a little while. So I'm really bullish on this project. The team have been absolutely fantastic in all of my research. I'm really, really supportive. The community is great. There's a lot of hype behind it, and I think we can see a lot of big things coming in the near future for Elrond. So it's definitely one to watch. Now, obviously, they do have some strong competition already from various other projects. So it's going to be difficult to pick a winner in terms of who's going to be king of the hill in this little niche. And what I've done personally is hedge my bets, and I have a little bit across the board because I think that's a safer way to invest. Obviously, I'm not investing in anything more than I can afford to lose. So I'd love to know your thoughts on the Elrond Network. Have you bought into the hype? Are you a winning lottery ticket holder? Or do you think this is just yet another shitcoin that the hype will die out and this project will fade into the background like so many others out there? So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you guys come back soon. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't, then give me a thumbs down. And whilst you're there, why not click subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive notifications of when I upload videos in the future. I will be doing my very best to create more content a lot more regularly. For those of you that don't know, I also create content for the guys over at Bitcoin for Beginners. So a massive shout out to Kevin and Adrian and everybody else behind the scenes. I am still working with Bitcoin for Beginners. I am not going it alone. I'm using this channel for my own creative outlet. So definitely go and check out Bitcoin for Beginners on Facebook, Twitter, as well as on YouTube as well. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you come back again. I've been Crypto Fez. Take it easy and peace out.